What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video where I'm going to fill you in with all of the news from this week and leading into next week. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. And there is no better story to start with than the game's player count, because right now it is popping. And to have a look at this, first of all, we are going to head into the Steam page for the game, because if you head into the Steam chart section of Steam and you look down here, you can see that the Division 2, it is also labeled anniversary event, is labeled with 90% off for £2.49. It's super cheap right now, and you can see here you can get 90% off the standard, 85 off the gold, 80 off the ultimate edition. Yeah, it's insanely cheap. There's even a bundle here with the Division 1 and 2 together for £4.57. So, you know, and as well, you know, look at the definitive edition here for £4.49. Now, these prices are not reflected in Ubisoft Connect. I don't know if these are reflected on consoles. As always, let me know in the comments down below. But I don't have all of these cosmetics on the PC version. I have it on the Xbox version, so I might just pick this up because it does end up linking to my Ubisoft account anyway. And for £4.49, that is actually insane. But back to the topic in hand, and here you go. You can see the Steam charts, and the all-time peak was 18,393 just 2 hours ago. There's a couple of things that we need to talk about when it comes to this number. Well, the Division 2's main platform on PC is actually Ubisoft Connect, so there's probably more players playing on that platform than there is on Steam. And obviously we know now the reason for the inflated numbers is going to be the insanely cheap price that the game is right now, along with the anniversary event and all of the advertising as well. So there's a couple of things to think about there, because obviously as well, we're not including any kind of console players in this peak either. But what is interesting from all this, and I want to show you this on the screen as well, I questioned Alex, the game director, over on X the other day about these numbers, and I said, is this a bigger peak than Brooklyn? And he said, I said what I said. So I am assuming this means the peak of players playing right now is not just the peak on Steam. It's bigger than it ever has been for a long time, and it is currently bigger than the peak we got with the very successful DLC, the Battle for Brooklyn. In other news, I don't know if you have been playing the realism mode that got added temporarily for the anniversary event, but if you head into settings, scroll all the way down to realism mode, we've got an immersive vanity option. Change players' other vanity items appearance for a more immersive experience in realism mode. And you can basically turn off customizations with a yes or a no toggle, meaning that you can have everybody looking like your standard Division agents, and you can customize yourself exactly as you want. Yes, that would mean no dino suits for anybody, no Anubis, no absolutely anything else like that. So I'm not saying that this means they'll bring the dino suit to our game, but it does give people, I think, a sense of relief that if they want to be immersive with the Division 2, they can toggle this on and yeah, not have to worry about any other crazy vanity that would come to the game. Now, at the moment, this is only in the realism mode, but I'm really hoping this makes it into the main game for Year 8 Season 1. I know it will make a lot of people very happy. Another new option over in realism mode as well is the fog blur. I would advise that you turn this off. It takes away a bit of a blur effect in the game. I don't necessarily like it too much. I would definitely recommend turning this off. It does on by default. Next up, over on the Division's X page, they've launched a low budget cosplay contest. If that's the kind of thing that you're thinking about getting into, now is your chance to enter a contest with low budget, which I think is actually pretty cool. You've got till March the 9th for that. And then just a little bit further down, and I had so much fun watching this yesterday. It's an absolute nostalgia throwback. You can see here this post, the 10 years strong. Thank you, agents, for being part of this incredible journey. Celebrate the Division's anniversary with a look back at where it all began and a glimpse of what's ahead for the franchise. What is cool, it actually features all of the Division's great heroes, we will call them, right back from day one. We saw Julian, we actually see Matthias Carlson here as well, and if I scroll that back, we get an official look at his title. I did do a video about this a while back, listing the new kind of LinkedIn titles and things like that and what other games that they have worked on. But essentially, Matthias has been around since the Division 1 and had his hands in all of the Division projects. But you can see here, he is the creative director for the Division 3. Essentially, what Yannick is for the Division 2, he will be for the Division 3. Just a little bit of an interesting point though here. You think you're looking at the mobile game, you're not. You're actually looking at Division 1, I don't know, really super prototype early footage. Pretty crazy. Looks very RPG-like if we just kind of go back to that bit there. And you can see here at the bottom, kind of like an RPG type system. I won't spoil it for you because they do talk about it a little bit in the actual video. I'll link it down below. It's definitely worth a watch. But a few other interesting things on here as well is, look, he's got himself a little doggy as what I can only assume is some kind of pet. So, you know, things like that have been cooking for a while. Maybe not companions, but, you know, dogs were once the thought process when it came to the Division 1. We as well get to see a lot of Magnus in this video. It's really cool, who is obviously heading up the Division survivors. Terry makes a guest appearance, which is awesome. I used to love watching Terry and Amper Camper on a Friday night with the Division Xbox streams. We obviously can't have a Division video without Yannick. Even my ugly mug made it into this video. Look at me there. And then we got a little bit of chat from Matthew Delisle, who is actually the game director for the Division 3. That would be Alex, or Basie as he's known on X. That's his position with the Division 2. And Matthew is going to be doing it for the Division 3. But that's all I'm going to talk about for this. Go and watch it. I'll link it down below. It's absolutely a brilliant, nostalgic watch for any Division fan. There's been a lot of posts on X, but we got this very short clip. I'm going to rewind it actually so you can see from the beginning. It's actually talking about Year 8 Season 1 Rise Up. We've covered this in previous videos because it was part of the live stream. But there's a few different things we should take note of here. It says Suit Up Agent Year 8 Season 1 Rise Up drops in April with revamped gear, weapons and new features. But that's not all. This anniversary year is packed with content, challenges and new ways to play. Get ready for what's ahead. So a few things to note here. When the live stream was on, Yannick did mention that Year 8 Season 1 will be the one that punches back, or something along the lines of that. And that they're basically going to be raising the difficulty bar for all the people that always kind of complain, I've been here for a long time, the game's too easy, make it hard. Well, essentially, it sounds like that is going to be on the way, but also with revamped gear. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean finally True Patriot is going to be reworked? Yannick has been promising it ever since I was at Massive. I asked it during my interview with him. But yeah, it's a bit of a long-standing joke at this point now. He mentions it almost every stream that yes, we know he wants it, but it's not yet. turned up. So yeah, I do wonder what that's going to be. What is the revamped gear? Is it literally gear changes? Is it a new type of gear? Yeah, I don't know. But we'll see soon. If that season is starting right after the anniversary season, which they already told us was happening, surely we've got a PTS soon, right? Maybe we'll find out sooner than we think. In slightly more upsetting news, there's a tweet or an X post here from Livid Frey. There appears to be another false mass ban wave happening on the Division 2. If you've recently been banned, you're not the only one. Hopefully they'll reverse the bans soon. This was earlier today, so I'm really hoping that this has been fixed by now. I've been working a long 16-hour shift today, so I've not really caught up on any unbanning news. Hopefully it has been undone. But the usual ban stream. There's another one here from Pomic. No idea what's happened. I don't know anything about anything I do that would cause this. I just got banned in the middle of a Moro fight in Iron Horse. Got an email too. So then greetings here to Pom PC. We have detected activity on your account which is in breach of our code of conduct. I guess that means various. I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, basically leading to a ban, which, yeah, is not so great. So, yeah, hopefully this is not a mistake. Well, I do hope this is a mistake last time. I don't believe that Livid or Pom have been cheating. These are both long-term players who are about in the community all the time. I definitely don't believe that these two have been cheating. So I hope that this gets undone quickly, and yeah, we'll see what any other news comes out from that. The Division Resurgence posted this as well earlier on today, just reminding us that if you are playing Resurgence or the Division 2, there's a chance to get crossover game rewards. So if you log into the Division 2, you'll unlock these rewards in the Resurgence. So a backpack, a legacy jacket, and a cap. And then log into the Division Resurgence to unlock these rewards in the Division 2. We get, they call it a jacket, but it's definitely a hoodie, a shirt, a hat, a bucket hat nonetheless, and a level 40 boost. I don't know why the level 40 boost is in there. Maybe it unlocks it permanently without having to buy the DLC, the Brooklyn DLC. So yeah, not too sure about that. But the t-shirt is absolutely fire along with the hoodie. I really like the Resurgence logo. And finally, there is so much Division news, and I probably could go into even more detail. We'll nip into the game, take a look in the store. You've got the screen time bundle available for another 3 days, the iconic bundle here for another week, the Shattered Hunter bundle as well. No Thursday updates to the store this week or last week, so maybe the Thursday updates are now over. But obviously the anniversary event is still taking place. But if we head this way into the anniversary, you can see we've got 3 days and 8 hours left of Ambush and the 5x XP event. We have got on the 10th of March in 4 days Tech Overdrive, but also the Assault GE from the Division 1 as well. And then we've got a Proficiency XP event as well, and some other things just later on in the anniversary season. But anyway, that is going to be it for your Division news update. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, agents. Thank you for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.